Look around. You've seen men get a taste of success and instantly turn cocky. They win some quick money, flex on Instagram, walk around like kings, and a year later they're broke, bitter, forgotten. Why? Because they were given something their weak spine couldn't carry, and the weight crushed them. That's not God's blessing. That's what happens when you chase shortcuts and grab what you're not ready to hold. And here's the truth. God isn't withholding from you. He's protecting you. He refuses to let you end up like those men, parading for a moment and then collapsing in shame. You don't need more blessings, you need more backbone. God doesn't crown boys, He forges men. And if you can't handle waiting, if you can't carry silence, obscurity, and discipline, then winning will destroy you faster than losing ever could. Here's the lie you swallowed. If it hasn't happened yet, God forgot me. No, He didn't. The real problem, you want shortcuts. That's why men throw money at lotto tickets and call it hope. That's why they gamble rent on crypto, flex screenshots and vanish 6 months later. That's why TikTok clowns sell fake hustle courses to boys who want results without scars. You want the crown without the cross, the throne without the wilderness, the victory without the blood. And that's why you collapse, because success doesn't fix weakness, it exposes it. Money in the hands of a fool just makes him a bigger fool. Fame in the hands of a coward just makes him a louder coward. Success multiplies what's already in you. If your habits are rotten, it multiplies the rot. If your discipline is soft, it magnifies the softness. That's why God holds you back, not because He's cruel, but because He refuses to let you destroy yourself like the men who chase shortcuts and get buried by them. The lie is thinking success will save you. It won't. It will strip you naked and show the world exactly what you are. You think the waiting is wasted. It's not. It's weapons training. Every closed door, every delay, every silent night where nothing seems to move, that's God sharpening you. He's burning the weakness out. He's stacking discipline in your bones. Look at history. Moses wandered the wilderness for 40 years before leading. Joseph sat in chains before ruling Egypt. David was anointed as king while still a boy, but he bled in caves before the throne was his. And today, the same truth still stands. You've seen lottery winners lose millions in a year. You've seen rappers and athletes blow their first big check and end up broke. You've seen influencers rise overnight and then crash when the hype fades. Why? Because they stepped into success without the spine to hold it. That's why God won't put you there yet, not to punish you, but to protect you. He refuses to let your blessing become your curse. You're not being delayed, you're being forged. The real test isn't how you act when the spotlight's on, it's how you carry yourself when no one sees you. Anybody can show grind on Instagram. Anybody can post highlights, throw filters on, and fake strength for the camera. But can you bleed in silence with no applause? Can you obey God when the room is empty and the reward looks years away? That's where most men fold. They collapse under the weight of boredom and delay. They let porn eat their drive. They scroll like slaves. They eat trash, sleep late, talk big, and do nothing. And the devil laughs, because he doesn't even have to fight you. He just has to keep you waiting long enough to make you quit. Think about it. How many times have you started a project with fire, but dropped it 2 months later because nobody noticed? How many times did you pray for a breakthrough, then go back to your old habits the moment heaven stayed quiet? Some of you are 30 years old still throwing tantrums like boys. You can't stand silence. You can't stand process. You demand results on your schedule, and when they don't come, you fold. Understand this. Obscurity is the forge. It's where God either makes you unbreakable or reveals you were never real in the first place. If you can't be trusted when no one's looking, you can't be trusted when everyone is. Most men fail here, not because God forgot them, but because they're too soft to wait. They beg for blessings while living like pigs. They pray for promotion but refuse preparation. They ask for a crown while their life is chaos. And then they cry, "God, why me? Why not yet?" Meanwhile, they can't even control their phone, their appetite, their lust. That's why they stay broke. That's why their woman doesn't respect them. She watches them quit every time life goes quiet. She sees them fold when things get hard, and she knows deep down he's not built for the weight he's asking for. Let's get more brutal. Some of you live double lives: church on Sunday, filth on Monday, prayers at night, porn in the morning. You think God will hand you influence while you can't even guard your eyes. And here's the fallout. When men fold, their families suffer. Their kids inherit weakness. Their wives carry weight they were never meant to hold. Generations rot because a man couldn't endure obscurity. You don't need more miracles. You don't need more chances. You need a spine. The truth is brutal. You are not waiting on God. God is waiting on you, waiting for you to stop being soft, to kill the excuses, and to prove you can carry what you're begging him for. Understand this: the waiting isn't punishment, it's protection. God refuses to hand you something that would crush you. He's not interested in raising another spoiled boy who can't hold the weight. He's raising warriors, men with scars, discipline, and steel in their bones. Every closed door, training. Every setback, conditioning. Every delay, protection. You think you're losing time, but God is teaching you how to stand when the storm hits, because blessings don't come clean, they come with pressure. Money, women, influence, leadership. They'll either expose your strength or magnify your weakness. That's why he's holding you in the fire. He's burning out the pride. He's carving out the discipline. He's forging the man who won't collapse under the very thing he prayed for. God doesn't crown boys. He crowns men who can bleed, endure, and still obey. Don't think the war ends once you win. That's where the bloodier war begins. Struggle keeps you hungry. Success tempts you to relax. How many men fought like savages to rise, then rotted on the throne because they let comfort cut their throat? Ex-champions who lost their discipline, ex-stars who drowned in drugs and women, ex-leaders who thought they'd made it and stopped sharpening the blade. Comfort is a silent killer. It doesn't roar, it whispers. It tells you, you've earned it, take it easy, and by the time you realize what happened, your edge is gone. The throne is heavier than the wilderness. Once you have something to protect, the enemy comes harder. Once you carry influence, your weakness is magnified. History proves it. Kingdoms collapse not from outside enemies, but from inside rot. Rulers got fat, lazy, and drunk on their own glory, and their sons grew weaker than they were. The same happens today. Men win one battle in life, then coast. They call it stability, but it's just slow death. That's why weak men don't last. They treat success like a resting place, but real men know it's a battlefield. If you relax after victory, you rot. If you drop the habits that built you, you fall. If you let comfort in, it will slit your throat while you sleep. And it won't just kill you, it will make your sons soft. It will poison your family. Your name will die with you because you traded discipline for comfort. Success isn't safety, it's war at a higher level. This is the point where weak men fold and strong men rise. The point where boys whine about delay and warriors use it as fuel. God isn't ignoring you, he's training you. He's protecting you from becoming another fool who rose too fast and fell even faster. So the choice is yours. Keep doubting, keep scrolling, keep letting impatience rot your spine. Or stand your ground, embrace the silence, carry the weight of discipline when nobody's clapping. Because if you can't handle waiting, you'll never survive winning. But if you endure, if you bleed through the process and refuse to quit, when God calls your name, you won't just rise for a moment, you'll rise for a lifetime. If this hit you, don't forget to show some love by liking the video. Subscribe for more unfiltered lessons like this. We are Unshackled Soul.